everyone. Hi, Aija.
Hi.
So I'm so excited to have you here. Yesterday was pub day for you.
Yes.
So your book is now out in the real world.
It is.
Can you talk to us about what inspired this book?
Of course. So I started getting bullied in 3rd grade, and at the time I had a little bit of a lisp. Nothing like too extreme, but I was bullied by the girls in my class for that. And then the boys joined in, and it turned into kind of mob mentality. And then they started bullying me for things that really had nothing to do with me. They would bully me for my weight or my appearance, tell me that I should die and my life wasn't worth anything. So it was getting really extreme. And obviously, being in 3rd grade and going on and through middle school and having to deal with this was really hard. So at the end of 8th grade, I got to move to California, and it was amazing because it was like this big Band-Aid over my life, and everything was great. I had one great year, I wasn't bullied, and then in my 9th grade year, I had a really bad cyberbullying attack. And at that moment, I was so lost, and I didn't know how to deal with it, and I was like, the bullying is never going to end. I was really lucky because a few weeks later, I won a film festival competition for a screenplay that I wrote about bullying. I had never written anything before, but I decided that I had to do something about bullying to help these kids around the world that were being bullied. So I won this competition, and I continued writing, but I was like, I need to do something more, something that's going to help kids at a larger scale. So at 16, I was no longer being bullied, everything was great, and one day I saw an article and a 16-year-old boy had killed himself. And it was during a year where there were like endless teen suicides because of bullying, but this one hit me so hard, and I was like, I can't sit here and not do anything. So I started crying, and my mom walked into the room and she said, "What are you going to do about this?" And that was the moment that I decided I wasn't going to be a bystander to the 13 million American kids every year that are bullied. I was going to do something to make a change. And I started writing my book, The Survival Guide to Bullying.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
So one of the great stories about this book is that it's had quite a journey. You actually self-published this book first, and then Scholastic picked it up. Can you talk about that journey?
Absolutely. So this past October, I decided to self-publish the book. I wanted it to be in kids' hands right away. I wanted them to be able to get through this time. And so I made it as cheap as possible. I made it $4.99, and I promoted it myself, and I was speaking at schools in Southern California and really trying to get it out there. I was so lucky because 1 month after I self-published it, Scholastic found it and acquired the rights, and it's my dream to have been published by Scholastic because I grew up reading all of their books. And you know, those are the books I read when I was being bullied, so I'm so lucky and so happy to now be a Scholastic author.
What's really cool is that you actually won a Scholastic Art and Writing Award in high school, right?
I did. So when I was 17, I entered the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards for a poem and a screenplay that I wrote. And I was so lucky to have won, and that really gave me the confidence to continue writing. And I think what's so incredible about those awards is that anyone in the world, I believe, can participate.
In the U.S.
Or in the
right.
U.S., I'm sorry. But they can participate and kind of get their start no matter what area of art they're in and develop that confidence. So it's an incredible competition, and it gave me the confidence to write the book.
That's wonderful. So the book is really sort of a guidebook, isn't
Yes.
it? So do you have any specific tips that you could share with people who might be going through a similar experience that you did?
Definitely. The first big tip I would say is you should never go through this alone.